No gloss black.
No gloss black.
Get a 2 thumbs up from us for that.
Hey Gearheads, and welcome to GarageTalk. I'm Corey.
I'm Holly.
Back there is Tucker.
Yep, that's me.
And we are in Ford's affordable Maverick pickup truck, but in their street truck Lobo trim. In this video, we'll tell you how this lowered truck with attitude fits our family of 3. Holly, this is the 3rd Maverick that we've tested here on the channel. And this is the first time we have really gotten to spend any time with the new Lobo trim. It is a lowered street truck, so it's got some attitude. I'm curious what you think of the style.
I like it enough.
Really? That's all?
You don't like it?
I like it.
I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of the wheels,
I
but it
think
does give it a different look.
It does. It does.
I
And
do like different looks.
we do have a black version, so you don't get to see all the contrast between body color and black accents on this particular model, including the black wheels. But I'll have you know, these wheels are the standard wheels. They do have a more conventionally styled option that you can't get, 5-spoke, something like that.
Well, that's cool that it's standard, though.
Yeah, I think they definitely give it a lot of personality.
They do give it personality.
And it also sits lower, about half an inch up front, about just over an inch in the back. It's sport tuned, so it rides a little bit rougher. We'll see when we get to the brick streets later, but what do you think the overall look of it? You like it enough, but you had a little anecdote about what your family had been saying.
You want me to say that?
Yeah?
They said that it looks like an old man truck.
Thanks, Tucker. Tucker said it.
A little old man truck.
Well, it is little.
Yeah.
And
A little old man truck.
but yes, it's got the boxy styling that everybody's looking for
It has
nowadays.
a bed, but it's like kind of a short bed.
Yeah, but Ford describes it as just enough. There's even a
just enough.
QR code back there in the back telling you different ways you can DIY and make the most of the space back there.
Mm-hmm. And it, I mean, I don't know if it comes with this, but it's got the sliding things on the side and plugs back there. And
Very
so
versatile.
Yeah, that's good.
And, you know, we are in the pickup truck capital of the world in Texas, and we see a bunch of trucks on the road. We are going to see tons of trucks as we drive around today. Most of the pickup trucks we see, the needs could be met by this one.
Yeah.
It's got over 1,000
But
pounds of payload. It's
yeah,
got
that's
2,000 pounds of towing, as this one's equipped.
But
Sitting
that
for
is
5.
not why the people are buying.
It's true.
Most people are buying
This is true.
an F-150.
This is true. But they pay a price in fuel economy. Again, something we'll talk about with this one here in a little bit.
I mean, as we've said before, it depends on your motivations behind what kind of vehicle you choose for your family. Is part of it status? That's okay if it is, but that's probably part of the reason why people are buying those big honking trucks, not because they're actually doing work out in the field.
It's true.
Status, personal preferences, you know, wanting to feel cool in the car that they're in.
All right. So you're so on the exterior of this. You would probably opt for the other wheels. What are your thoughts moving inside? Because this has a Lobo-specific interior as well.
Yeah, I do like what they've done on the inside because it's not your plain old boring black everywhere. You got the navy blue up here on the dash, which I really like, which is kind of like a softer.
Nope. It's hard.
Oh, it felt soft.
Hard.
Okay, well, it's hard, but it looks soft. And then here it's got some texture on the gray on the inside too. But you got the blue accents on the handles, blue accents on the air vents. So I like that blue and yellow stitching.
Lime green is what they call it. But
we were playing I Spy in one of our car trips, and we did notice that is difficult. Yellowish green.
Yeah, so I guess you could count it as yellow or green in I Spy.
that's true.
Which makes it difficult.
And then they say the seat inserts are supposed to invoke graffiti. I don't see it. Do you see it?
Mm-mm.
Okay. But yeah, some nice accents all the way around, but lots of navy blue. You know I love navy blue. but
Yeah.
then some bright blue. I don't know. We got a lot of colors going on in here. We do have some black and some gray, and
but in a tasteful.
yeah, I think it works well enough.
No gloss black.
No gloss black.
Get a
Hooray!
2 thumbs up from us for that.
We have an 8-inch digital gauge cluster back there. We have a 13.2-inch infotainment screen here with all of our climate controls built into them. Not the favorite way of doing that because sometimes you just want a knob to change the temperature. But dual zone climate, defrost, heated.
You turned this on.
Defrost, heated exterior mirrors, but no defrost on the back window.
Yeah.
Heated steering wheel, heated front seats with automatic mode. Tucker, how's your space back there in the back seat?
It's pretty nice.
What are some things you like back there?
Well, as we said earlier, some things do look soft, but they're hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, like right here, surrounding the door handle.
Yep.
Very hard. But it looks just like stitching. It looks very soft. It looks just like a couch.
Yeah. Well, Tucker, you are riding in a somewhat different seat than you normally are.
I know.
Do you know why?
No.
Well, I will go into that as I install Tucker's traditional 5-point harness child safety seat. And then, show you around some storage options as well. Before we bring in Tucker's Graco Extended Fit child safety seat, I do want to show you what the back seat is like for grown adults. You can see we have a decent amount of space all the way across and front to rear, so that me sitting behind where I've been riding this entire video, I've got a decent amount of room thanks to the sculpted shape of the seats. You can see we have lots of door pockets and panels in the door, and you can see what Tucker was talking about, the design back here. But yes, plenty of room. We've got storage pockets on the back of both front seats. We have some power outlets, including a household style power outlet right there. Place that you can 3D print something to hang and potentially hold a phone or your cables, whatever the case may be. We have a fold down center armrest with 2 cup holders. We even have an adjustable center headrest in front of the sliding rear window, the power sliding rear window. And I've got good headroom up here, so it is a decent back seat all the way around. But we are going to climb out now and get Tucker's Graco Extended Fit child safety seat. This is the same one he rode in when he was rearward facing. And something tells me that we are going to have a tight seating arrangement when we put it in its rear facing format. So yes, I did mention the front passenger seat is completely manual. This is your height, this is your recline. And up here we have our sliding mechanism. And yes, I had to slide that seat all the way forward, which means, well, I can still sit up here. It's not how I would want to ride at all, and my knees would be destroyed if something unfortunate were to happen. But, I mean, it does fit. Now, the good thing is they don't stay rear-facing for long. The bad thing is, when you put a child seat in here, whether it's forward or rearward facing, you don't get the benefit of the underseat storage. So when we pull on this strap over here, there's another one on the other side over there. You can see the entirety of the seat bottom lifts up, and we have a lot of underseat storage, which you can only get to if you don't have a child seat in place. So keep that in mind before putting a child seat in. You can see we do have lower latch points on both the outboard seats, but not in the center seat here. Also, the top tether is actually behind the seat back, not on the side like on F-150. So to get to that, we had to fold the entire seat back down, and there is our top tether on the bulkhead, meaning putting this in and taking it out is going to be a problem. So much so that they're actually on their way over to pick this Maverick up, and this is the first time I'm even attempting to put in Tucker's child safety seat because I just don't want to. I know how difficult it is going to be putting in and then removing this seat because of this seat installation method. I have never been a fan of the top tethers here on the back of the bulkhead in pickup trucks. It just makes for a very inconvenient seat installation. But when you get it in, you just slam that seat back down a little. The lower latch points do have cutouts around them, so in theory, yeah, fairly easy to get to. The seat bottom was really more the problem there. There we go. The truck isn't too big, so I can easily tighten this down from the side. And then, where did I put it? Well, my top tether strap is back there somewhere. You get the idea. It is going to be a pain to remove, which I will do off camera because it's going to be a struggle. Moving to the bed of the pickup truck. Yes, we've done actual work with this one because it is a real truck after all. 2,000 pounds of towing, over 1,000 pounds max payload, and we do in fact have a usable bed that can go and do stuff. And in our case, we went and pulled shrubs up from somebody's yard to plant in our yard and then traveled home with them in the back of our Maverick pickup truck. Would it have gone a lot better in a larger truck? Yes. Was this one capable of doing it? Also, yes. You can see here we do have some power back here, some LED lights, some adjustable tie-down points, and some fixed-in-place tie-down points as well, including a QR code for if you want to rearrange and create stuff back here to do yourself. But when you close the non-damped tailgate, there you have it. Ford Maverick. Still a truck. Hey Gearheads, quick break from the video because I want to tell you about something that has genuinely been a game changer for me and my family, and that is CrowdHealth. Right now, you know we are smack in the middle of U.S. health insurance open enrollment season. You know how dealing with a traditional health insurance can feel like trying to wrench on a rusty bolt that just won't budge. Yeah, CrowdHealth is the exact opposite of that. With CrowdHealth, you're basically treated as a self-pay patient. And here's the thing most people don't realize. Most doctors actually prefer self-pay patients. You get transparent pricing, no network hoops to jump through, and you can go to the providers you want. No in-network only nonsense. It's also way less expensive than traditional health insurance. Instead of your money disappearing into some giant corporate black hole, your monthly contribution goes towards helping healthy people stay healthy. It's a totally different model, and honestly, it just makes sense. Plus, there are no long-term contracts, which we love, and if it's not for you, you're not locked in. If you want to sign up, you can use our code GARAGETALK via the link down in the description below. Check it out. Let them know GT Garage Talk sent you. Definitely use that code in your checkout process. Huge thanks to CrowdHealth for changing our family's health insurance situation. All right, Tucker, so the real reason you are in your booster seat, one, you're big enough for it, and two, there's some underseat storage underneath you that you can only get to by lifting the entire seat bottom up, which is, as I demonstrated, very impossible to do in a pinch with a child seat installed. That's slightly unfortunate. I would love for a 60/40 seat bottom back there. But it is handy storage if you can get to it.
You can get to it.
But yeah, overall, pretty useful interior in here. Again, as Tucker graduates up into booster seat, a little more usable for us day in and day out. What are your thoughts on visibility from behind the wheel there, Holly?
The visibility's been good.
Yeah.
The back window, it's a little bit small, and you've got the headrest up.
Which those headrests are removable, so
Yeah,
if you didn't want them back there, you could take them out, but it's not the easiest process.
I haven't really had any issues.
Yeah, decent sized mirrors. We do have a quick access button here for 360 cameras as long as you aren't going too fast for it, which is nice. Not only having a dedicated button, but actually having 360 cameras on a value-focused vehicle such as the Maverick. But as we turn on the historic brick streets of downtown Tyler, Texas, we can talk about ride and handling on this one. I already mentioned it's got a lowered sport tune suspension, Tucker, how's your wobbly head?
It's pretty nice.
Yeah? Holly, what are your thoughts?
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
Wait, you like it?
I do.
Honestly,
very
I've
loud.
probably driven this more than you.
You have.
Okay. And I was surprised when you said that earlier that it was a little bit, I was like, oh, a little bit sport tuned or
Yeah.
whatever.
Stiffer.
That stiffer.
Yeah.
Because I haven't really felt like it's been too stiff.
Okay.
I wouldn't have said that. If you asked me straight up, I would not have said that. It feels stiff.
Interesting. Okay.
You think so, though?
I have noticed the difference. It is slightly more stiff than non-Lobo trims. There are instances, these Brick Streets really bringing it out, showing it doesn't ride stiff by any means, but it is more stiffly sprung than if you did not get the Lobo trim, because this is lowered and performance oriented. Even though we don't get any more power from the EcoBoost 4-cylinder under the hood. How has the power been driving this one around, Holly?
It's been enough.
Enough? 250 horsepower, 277 pound-feet of torque, 7-speed automatic. Have you noticed the transmission at all?
Yes.
You have?
Well, yeah. With the automatic start.
Oh, well,
stop.
that's not the
Not
transmission.
that. Oh, that's not the transmission. Okay, then no.
So-
I've not noticed the transmission.
But the start-stop, as you do mention,
I have noticed.
is rather aggressive. in
It
this
is
one.
rather aggressive. Yeah. There have been a couple of moments on the highway that I wish it had just a little bit more power.
Okay.
But it hasn't been too bad.
Well, Ford is showing off more powerful versions. I have a full story on the Maverick 300T concept from the SEMO show over at pickuptrucktalk.com. Go check that out if you're interested. But decent power in here, good for getting around town and such. You have no real complaints except for maybe on the highway, just needing a little more.
Yeah, maybe.
But good visibility all the way around, good brakes.
Good brakes.
How's the steering effort? Heavy, light,
Normal.
normal?
Just right.
Yeah. Does that?
It has, okay, so also it doesn't have a huge, very good turn radius.
Yeah, it is a
It's
little big for how small the truck is.
Yes, yeah,
All right. Does that bring us to window sticker, fuel economy, and price?
sure.
All right. This being the Lobo trim is not the hybrid. It's the 2-liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder. The EPA rates it at 21 city, 30 highway, 24 combined. And prior to me filming and leaving it idling a lot this morning, we were just over 21 mpg. So I can confirm that 21 mpg city, accurate.
Yep.
Takes regular fuel, has a 16.5 gallon tank. So it ain't gonna break the bank anytime you go and fill it up. You don't have to put the most expensive stuff in, and it doesn't take a lot of it when you get to the pump. So pretty good there. The hybrid model obviously gets better fuel economy, but you can't get that in the Lobo. All right, so question to
Because
you.
of the sport tuning.
Yeah. You can get the 300T in non-Lobo trims, but that's a whole other story. All right, brings us to the price. This Lobo trim is its own trim that is fairly high up in the product hierarchy ladder, just underneath the trimmer that we tested the last time we had a Maverick, which is more off-road focused. This one's clearly focused for street use only. What are your thoughts on the price?
And the price. 48.
No.
Okay, I only went high because you made a face. 42.
Yes. 42,345 as this one is
You're
spec'd.
getting better.
Now, you asked me in our week's worth of testing this, is this an affordable vehicle? The Maverick, as a platform, starts at $28,000.
Okay.
But this one being 42, you can say it's kind of moving out of the affordable truck realm. It's more into Ford Ranger pricing. You could probably even find a good used F-150 for this price.
You know, and one feature that it's missing that I think at that price point that would be nice is 2-person memory seats or head-up display.
Yeah. You do have a power seat. I have a fully manual seat over here. So again, you can see material choices, some areas where they kept that cost low, but then they added back by making this a street truck with attitude. So it got a little more expensive as we got a dedicated purpose for it. But they do make good commercial vehicles. We see a commercial vehicle version right there in front of us that is more in line with that $28,000 starting price. Holly, now that you know the fuel economy and the price, what are your top 5 favorite features for moms in this truck?
Well, the heated front seats and steering wheel is nice.
Very nice.
The rear under seat storage, like you said, if you can get to it.
If you can get to it.
It's nice. It's all-wheel drive, which makes you feel safer in all kinds of weather conditions. The bed, the truck bed.
Yeah, very usable.
I took this guy garage sale shopping.
I knew you would.
You knew I would. This
I
is
knew
what
it was coming.
In fact, probably I would be interested in one of these, even though my family says it looks like an old man truck. That would be the reason why, to get one. Garage selling, doing that kind of thing. Anyway, I also like that they took some design liberties in here, and it's not just plain black stuff, and it goes to show that you can make an affordable truck and still have a nice design. It doesn't have to be just the hard black plastic, which you find in a lot of.
And not only does it have character and color, but we've been joking about hard plastics. It is easy to clean.
It is easy to clean.
There is that. Well, that about does it for our family review. If you want to see more from Tucker on his YouTube channel, go check out Tucker's Talk, all one word.
Yes, makes it way easier.
If you want to check out more from Holly, go check her out on Facebook and Instagram at Female Consumer. You can go check out all things GT Garage Talk at GT Garage Talk, Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, Threads, YouTube, everything at GT Garage Talk, or you can go to gtgaragetalk.com. But as for us, behind the wheel of the street truck with attitude, the 2025 Ford Maverick Lobo, until next time, gearheads.
Bye.